guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christy, and if you're new here, make sure you go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. So today we're going to be talking about 2019 goals. We're currently in the month of January, about halfway through. It's the 15th. And I wanted to share some of my goals for the year with you guys and some of the things I'm planning on doing. Honestly, I really feel like 2019 is going to be a great year for everyone. There is something in the air that is like, I don't know exactly what it is, but it just feels like it's going to be a really great year, and I'm looking forward to it, and I'm ready to grind, I'm ready to hustle, so let's just go ahead and get started then. I'm going to start with my themes of the year. I recently, and when I say recently, like, I started this last year, and I started it because a friend, Valerie, if you're watching, shout out to you, she does it. So she has themes of the year. So last year, my theme of 2018 was execution. This year, my theme of 2019 is actually two themes. I have execution, like we're continuing that, and elevation. So those are my two themes of the year, execution and elevation. That just means, like, you know, like, bruh, I'm coming for what's mine, like, period. Like, I'm executing all my goals. There's no more talking. Like, I do a lot of talking. I do a lot of, like, you know, saying, oh yeah, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to get into this, I want to get into that. And, like, some things I actually do follow through with, but some things I just, like, it's just be things I put in the air and, like, don't even follow through with. So, like, this 2019, no more of that. Honestly, like, everything I said I'm going to do, I'm going to do. I'm executing all my goals. Elevation to me, like, that just means, like, you know, bossing up in basically every aspect of my life, like, period. Like, physically, mentally, spiritually, like, career-wise, education-wise, like, bossing up. Like, I'm elevating. Like, we're going up the ladder here. Like, no dulling, nothing like that. So that's really just what my goals, my two themes for 2019 are. And my goals kind of follow, like, along the list. Like, so the first thing I really want to do is just, okay, the first thing I want to do, y'all, fix my relationship and, like, build a strong relationship with God. That's number one. Once I do that, I feel like everything in my life will just fall into place. Like, I'm a Christian, and I'm not even gonna lie, last year, spiritually, 2018 was maybe, I would say, one of the hardest ones for me. My main thing is, like, lack of prayer. Like, I don't pray as much as I'm supposed to, like, and it's really, really bad. Like, thank you, Father, for life. That's it. Like, that's all I say. Thank you, Father, for life, and I just go about my day. The entire day, y'all, like, the entire day without saying anything, without saying another prayer, without opening the Bible to even read the word, nothing like that. Like, and I was just like, towards like December-ish, I clocked myself and I was like, this is not it for me personally. Like, this is not how I want to be. Like, I want to be, like, more prayerful. I want to read my Bible every day. I want to go to church consistently and go to, like, you know, interact with church people and, like, go to church events. And, like, you know, it's not only about going to church and things like that, but, like, all of that helps in building your relationship with God. And, like, there was even a point, like, towards the ending of 2019, like, especially, like, the fall semester, I was not going to church, like, at all. I was basically putting everything above God, like, and it was just ridiculous. Like, I was stressed out with school because I was doing so much, and, like, I was just like, yeah, if I go to church now this Sunday, like, I would tell myself, if I go to church on Sunday, like, I'm not gonna get back in my house till, like, 1 or 2, and then I have to go to rehearsal, and after that, I have to, like, you know, go to my work meeting. After my work meeting, then, like, my whole day is wasted. I can't do any homework. I can't do anything. And I would tell myself, like, no, I'm just not going to go to church on Sunday. Like, I'll stay home, do my homework in the morning, then go to my rehearsals, then go to my church meeting. And the craziest thing about it, like, I clocked myself, like, after, like, the semester, like, I would say that stuff, and sometimes I did get my homework done in the morning, and sometimes I would still be in bed, like, till, like, 12 or 1, like, I was just like, what was really, like, the real reason I did not go to church? Like, for some reason, I just could not make time for God, and, like, I was putting everything above Him. Prayer has always been, like, a real, like, I guess you could say weakness for me, because, like, my mom would even tell me, like, all the time, like, you should be praying more, and I'm like, yeah, Mom, like, I hear you, I am, but I just forget to pray, and, like, that is just not, like, good at all for me, personally. So, like, it's just something that this 2019, I've so far, like, we're halfway through the month, like, I've been doing much better with it, thank God, and, like, I'm hoping to continue, like, to continue to pray more, read my Bible more, like, at least pray twice a day, read my Bible every day. Like, that's something I really want to do, and it's something that I need to, like, basically fix up on. I need to make time for prayer, make time for God. God comes before all, even my school, like, even when I'm stressed, like, God comes before all. Because, honestly, there's nothing he cannot do for me, and there's nothing that, I can do without him, period. 2018, I spoke way too much English, like, too much English, not even to my liking. Like, first of all, this English language, I don't even really like it like that, honestly. If I'm gonna be real, like, I don't really like the English language like that. For me to be speaking that much English, my native tongue is Yoruba and Igbo. My mom speaks both. She speaks both Yoruba and Igbo, but she's actually Delta Igbo. And then my dad is Yoruba, so he only speaks Yoruba. But growing up, like, when my grandmother came, like, I picked up on the language of Yoruba, and I'm the only one out of all the kids in my house that can actually understand the language. But my issue comes with speaking. Like, I cannot, it is so hard for me to, like, basically put my sentences together. Like, I be overthinking things, and, like, mainly that probably has to do with, like, I know Yoruba basically based off memory. Like, I know, like, I've heard it so many times that, like, I know that I want to eat is mofejeun, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, but, like, actually taking the time to break down the language and learn it from, like, the bottom up, I want to be able to do. And I want to be able to read, write, and speak. And especially speaking, like, I can understand anything. Like, understanding has never been an issue for me, but it's just speaking that, like, I really want to be able to speak that language fluently. And it's only certain things I can say and, like, small things I can do and talk about in the language. So I really want to sharpen up on that. My second part is Igbo. I need to somehow, some way, make it work, because my mother does not have two heads, basically. Like, she speaks Yoruba and Igbo, and that is, like, a dream come true for me. Like, I really want to be able to speak both. And at first I was like, oh, like, I would be okay with just learning how to, like, understand Igbo, even if I can't speak. Because Igbo is a very complex language. I think it's much more complex than Yoruba even. But please, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going to learn how to speak it, write it, and do all that. Like, I'm just on fire for it. Like, I need to be able to fix up, get my native tongues in check. Like, I've always been a person who's interested in culture and language, so, like, I really want to, like, learn this. And I think most of it just has to be with, like, taking the time to, like, speaking it every day. Maybe, like, what I'll do, which is kind of hard, especially, like, since I'm at school and my mom is, like, back at home, like, in Baltimore. I talk to her on the phone, but, like, sometimes, like, through text, or, like, we'll call each other, but I don't see her, like, all the time to speak the language consistently with her throughout the entire day. So I guess one thing I would do is, like, maybe just, like, when I am talking to her on the phone, like, I am speaking in Yoruba to the best of my ability, and speaking after honestly, it's like, finish Yoruba first, master that, because I'm already, like, basically 60% there. It's only remaining 40% for me to finish and master this language, right? So master that, and then jump onto Igbo. Third goal of 2019. Whew. So your baby girl is graduating in May, and I don't know what I'm doing. I need to figure that out. Like, I have a much clearer idea of what I want to do post-grad, as of, like, immediately post-grad, but, like, I still don't know exactly what I'm doing, and that's something I need to figure out, preferably before May, because I don't want to graduate and not know what I'm doing, and we're already in January, so how many months remaining? 5 months? Like, I need to get it together, and I'm just praying that, like, I figure out what I'm going to do, because I am the type of person who likes to have a plan, and the fact that I am in January, graduating in May, and I don't even have a solid plan right now, I'm not gonna lie, it does not sit well with my soul. But what can I do? So that's really, like, figuring out what I'm gonna do post-grad, whether that's going to work, like, working straight, whether that's going into grad school, whether that's, honestly, those are my two options. Like, those are my two options. I mean, if I move away, but, like, regardless, it's either I'm gonna be in school or I'm going to be working. This 2019, bro. Savings. I saw a tweet that literally just made sense to me. And basically, it went like, every dollar that leaves my body must make sense. And I tap into that, and I claim that, and I'm doing that. Every dollar that leaves my body, that leaves my bank account, must make sense. No more unnecessary spending. No more doing extravaganza, this extravaganza, that. Like, I am saving my coin. Like, I'm about to be a complete graduate, from undergrad, and money must fall down somehow. And the money I have now, I need to save and use to things that, make sense. All that, like, buying food, doing all this, like, money on parties, like, all you party promoters, like, I love y'all, but it's not my money you can take. Like, we've reached the end of the line. Like, yeah, I'll still go out and have fun. Like, obviously, when you go out, you have to spend money. Unfortunately, that's how life works. But it's all going to be in moderation, so saving money and things like that. Because abs must follow me this 2019, in Jesus' name. Like, I am about to be on a fit babe, gym babe thing. Like, I'm going to the gym consistently. I am no more overeating. Like, I overeat. Like, I eat till, like, I get full. And I'm not even too sure if that's what I'm supposed to do, or if I'm supposed to follow, like, the serving size that's on my pocket. But then the serving things, my pockets be a little too small. And I'd be like, I'm a whole 21-year-old. So, like, yikes. But I know for a fact that I do overeat. So, yeah, no more overeating. Apparently, they're saying I have to get rid of carbs in order to get abs. And I'm just looking like my whole life is about carbs. Like, I eat so much bread. I eat so much rice. Like, I'm Nigerian. Like, rice is like my diet. It's like a meal, right? And then carbs, eba. Like, I like eba. So this one, they're telling me I'm going to have to give up carbs in order to do abs. It's looking a little somehow, but I don't know. I'm going to have to make it work because abs must fall on me, bro. Like, abs must fall on me. Taking care of myself as an actor. So I am an actor. Like I said, I study theater, and I'm an actor, director, and writer. I'm not going to lie to you. Recently, I've not been taking care of my body as I should be. Honestly, I've just been dulling. Like, I've really been lazying around. I'm not meditating. I'm not grounded. I do not ever feel present. And these are all very important things that, as an actor, I need to be able to do in order to do my job. So it's like, I'm slacking and I need to get back on track. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult for this goal, but I'm really going to push myself and pray that, like, I can. Because this semester, I'm not taking any, like, performing arts courses or theater courses, period. Because I'm done with my theater degree. So I'm now just using my last semester to finish up my journalism credits. I am supposed to be in a show this year, so, like, I will still be in the rehearsal rooms and stuff, but basically, I just need to, like, watch what I put in my body. That's number 1. 2, take care of my body so that way I'm not falling sick. 3, be active, because all this stuff is, like, things that, as an actor, like, my body needs to be in shape, my body needs to be healthy to do my job. I need to learn more monologues. Like, my monologues list right now that I have is pretty okay, but it's not nowhere where it needs to be. I need to sharpen up on my monologues, add more to my list. I need to have monologues like this, and I don't have them like this. I have them like this. So I need to find more monologues, memorize them, read more plays. Like, I'm a playwright, but don't be reading plays. Like, I be reading them for class. Like, oh, I have to read this play for class. Like, I'll do that, but, like, I'm trying to read a play, like, a week. Like, read one play a week, or every, maybe, because I have school, I'm going to say read one play a week. Like, that's doable. Like, I can read a play in a week. Honestly, you can read a play in a day, but I know I have homework and stuff like that, so I don't really know how, like, my schedule is going to work out, at least until we start school in 3 weeks or 2 weeks. But by the end of the week, I should have already read one entire full play. Just being present in the moment, meditating is really good for that. Like, in our school, like, they really emphasize meditating, especially, like, the teacher I just had for Actors Process. He was all about meditating, and so many people have told me that in that department alone. I'm not doing it. I started off doing it, fell off the wagon, never went back. So I need to get back on it. And I mean, it's only, like, this all happened within a semester. It's not like it's been 2 years since I meditated. It's nothing like that. It's just, like, last time I meditated was in class, and my last class was last semester, so, like, it's been a few weeks. So I need to just basically get back to doing what I need to do in order to better my craft, get myself to where I want to be, because I know, like, I want to be an actor, I want to be a writer, I want to be a director, but reality check is so many people want to do that too, and it's so competitive, and if I'm not doing what I need to do to put myself in the right position, in the right spots, then I'm harming myself. I stopped auditioning, like, honestly speaking, I stopped auditioning. There are things that, like, I should have auditioned for within the past year that I just definitely was like, not going to do it. more opportunities will come. True, but like I also possibly just missed some opportunities. Putting myself out there, going out my comfort zone, and all that good nature. And I need to continue to do that, especially during my last year, and building a routine that's going to sustain me even when I graduate from school. Because now I have people to check me, like my peers who are also actors and theater majors. I have my professors to check me. But like when I leave, yeah, I'm probably still going to have a few people in my circle, but like it's not going to be on a scale that it is now. My professors are not going to be down my back telling me to meditate, reminding me to meditate. You get what I'm saying? And even as it is now, like they can only tell me. It's up to me to make the decision to do it. So it's something I really want to do, something I love to do. So in order to better my craft and better myself, fixing up this year, period. I am also a videographer and photographer, so sharpening up in my skills with that. I want to, and I have been, but I've missed a few days, honestly speaking, but picking up my camera every day to shoot something. It could literally be anything, something in my house. Taking my camera everywhere with me, like just to take a picture of something or shoot something. Having those skills and honing my skills and adding more to them, and just like, you know, not losing them, because like the more you pick up the camera, the better you're gonna get. And I do want to, like, you know, better myself, and I think about a lot of things when I'm taking photos now, but like I want to take that a step further this 2019. Okay, another good thing I'm doing this 2019, I'm executing my creative ideas. As I said, execution is one of my themes for the year. But in terms of creativity, I have so many ideas and so many things I want to do. I am doing them, period. Like, I am currently working on so many things, and I'm thinking about moving to different platforms, like trying different, not necessarily moving, like I'm still going to have my YouTube channel, I'm still going to have my blog, but like trying different platforms and things like that. Things that like I've always wanted to do. I'm just inspired by so many things, basically. Like I don't really like to talk too much about like my creative ideas and creative goals, because I'm the type of person who likes to do it and let you guys see the work. But basically just executing my creative ideas, acting on inspiration the moment I get this. And sometimes this is hard because I'm telling you, I literally get bursts of inspiration at like 3 a.m. when I should be sleeping. Like I'll be about to go to bed right after doing homework or something, and then it'll be like 2 a.m., 1 a.m., like about to go to bed, maybe 3, and then I'll get this idea, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, like that's a good idea, let me just, you know, write something down, like, or just keep it in my head till tomorrow, act on it tomorrow. I never go back to it, and it's so many lost opportunities. So acting on inspiration the moment you get it, I get it, literally putting everything down wherever I am, writing my ideas out, fleshing it out, and then coming back to it and working on it again and sticking to that. So that's what I want to do. You know, being more consistent on the platforms I do have now. So YouTube, my blog, being much more consistent. I'm trying to, like, you know, upload much more often, because I know, like, when I first started this channel, like, y'all would see me every maybe 2 months, maybe 3, if we're being honest. But I want to be much more consistent, posting every, I don't want to put a date or a time to it, but you will see much more consistency. So with my blog, my YouTube. My goal for 2019 is just, you know, being a better person overall, being a better sister, a better daughter, a better lover, a better friend, a better student, period. Like, me talking to my friends and people in my life and my family of things that I need to personally fix up on in terms of, like, my behaviors and characteristics, and, you know, just being just a good person, period. So that's really just all my goals for 2019. I'm really interested to hear what your goals are for 2019, so please feel free to comment them down below. Honestly, guys, 2019 is really going to be a great year for each and every one of us. Like, I just feel it, I know it, and I believe it. Like, it has to be, and by God's grace it will be for both my loved ones and myself, and both for your loved ones and yourself. And make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Please. Please. If you have not subscribed, subscribe. 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 Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
In another year, I'll be waiting here, so you can figure it out. In another life, you were satisfied, always running around in circles.